The adventures of Lady Diamond, anti-hate campaigner at the Online Hate Prevention Institute.
Hello there, Lady Diamond here again. G'day mate. I'm just prepping for a Bonds Australia Day shindig and one of me mates was complaining about the Racial Discrimination Act. Says it's an attack on his freedom of speech. Well, I thought it was high time we sat down and had a proper chinwag about what's really going on with the RDA. First off, as dinky-die Aussies, we love to have a bit of a yarn. So it's no surprise that when someone starts attacking our freedom of speech, we tend to get our backs up and start itching for a fight. Trouble is, because we got no fancy US constitution, we don't actually got freedom of speech. What we have is our very Australian version called implied freedom of political communication, which means speech isn't explicitly protected. But as long as what you're saying has something to do with democracy and running the country and all that palaver, you're pretty much all right. And stone the crows, wouldn't you know, we already got limits on that speech. For instance, you can't tell lies about your products or services, like Shazza telling Porkies about her U-Butte weight loss supplements. That's called misleading or deceptive conduct. Also, you can't damage someone's character, like saying Macca can't hold his piss. That's defamation. Nor can you say stuff that's obscene, like when Davo published his candid home videos. That'll get the classification board onto you quick smart. And you can't even swear on the street, because if you use offensive language in public, you can be hit with a $600 fine in New South Wales, or if you're in WA, up to $6 grand. Crikey noses. So, what's the ridgy-didge with Section 18C? What's all this hullabaloo about? Well, you might think that if you get caught contravening the RDA, you're going to be in deep doo-doo. Well, actually you aren't. You can't go to jail and you don't get fined, though you will have to pay your court costs if you lose your case. But that's true any time you want to have a dust-up in court. So, what's the worst that can happen? Well, someone steps in to tell you you're gone too far. That's it. You're out of order and cross the line, attacking someone personally because of their colour of their skin or some such, rather than the content of their character. And the thing is, most cases are resolved before they even get to court, because the RDA is all about conciliation, educating you, so you know what you said was offensive and why. I don't mean offensive like someone told you to piss off and you got your nose out of joint. I mean offensive as a legal standard of harm in which someone is attacking the very core of your identity, like calling you un-Australian. It goes to the core of human dignity. Plus, what you might not get is that 18C has a little friend called 18D, and they're meant to be read together. 18D means you can be a bit offensive, as long as you're acting reasonably and in good faith, which means you can't have factual errors in your argument. Apart from being sloppy journalism, it means someone reading it can't distinguish the true facts from your unsupported opinion. If you're true blue, just writing an article or making an artwork or doing some science at some fancy university, you're going to be covered by the exceptions. But if what you're going to say is going to cause a stink, you'll take a good Captain Cook at it first to make sure you're not being insulting just for the hell of it. And look, not to harp on about it, but these laws are actually there for a reason, and they do their job, protecting more vulnerable sections of the community from getting hate speech lobbed at them, or being silenced by seeing what happens when you stick your neck out. I mean, not everyone could get the front cover of a national newspaper or their very own Sunday telly show, now can they?
You could join the Online Hate Prevention Institute on Facebook at facebook.com/onlinehate, follow us on Twitter at onlinehate, see more videos at youtube/onlinehate, or visit our website for more information at www.ohpi.org.au. You can also support our work combating online hate with a donation.